actually forgot to do that, which was crazy. I know a lot of you asked for last week's recording, so I do apologize for that. A couple tips, and if you guys want to take notes throughout this, you can. It's really important to have a morning motivation post, kind of a morning start of the day. One of the tips that I would like to give you is it doesn't always have to be pretty. So if some of these girls in Beachbody are waking up every single morning super excited to work out, and it's freaking the SHIT out of me. Like, if you're waking up that excited, dude, you need to call me and give me some tips, because I am a bear in the morning. Like, I am an angry, angry woman in the morning. I am so tired. But I try to offer some motivation on the days when it's not real. It doesn't happen. But do your best with that, or talk about why it was hard. Another tip that I would give you is to post about the coaching opportunity. I rarely see you guys posting about the coaching opportunity on your Facebook wall. Not saying you guys specifically on this call right now, but you guys in general, for everyone that's gonna watch this call, I would post about it at least once a week on your Facebook wall or whatever social media outlet you are using. The next one would be is post about our challenge groups. Now, if you are a new coach, you may be like, how do I post about the coaching opportunity? How do I post about a challenge group? What do I do? The best thing that I can tell you is look at the top coaches, look at all of my photos. You know, whatever you want to do, you can copy it. You can, you know, make it a little bit your own. Because if I always say, what the flip, that's like my thing. And then if you start saying it, like, I mean, it's not like I own copyrights to what the flip, but you know, that's kind of like what I say. So you might want to change that part. And be passionate about like different things. So think about 5 things that are you. Those should be the 5 things that you are posting about. Vicky did an awesome one about cleaning, where she had like the Clorox bleach in one hand and like the broom in the other hand. That, it didn't have to be 45 paragraphs long. It engaged her viewers. It was awesome, and it showed her that she wasn't just another woman online selling something. She also was a person. And people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it and who you are, okay? Anybody can buy this stuff anywhere. Hello, Amazon, right? So they're gonna buy, you have to sell you. Why is joining your team gonna be different? Why is it, I had a girl tell me this morning, I'm like, are you all set? She's like, well, I actually already have the Beachbody containers. Well, good luck, because I also have Tupperware in my cabinet, but if I don't have a coach and a Beachbody support group, good luck, because you're probably not gonna do it. You know, and half the people we put in the group, I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's kind of dead lately. September was kind of a rough month. You know, we need some new blood coming in here. And some people just have to decide, and we'll talk about that later, that they want to make a difference in their own lives. Let's see, that's another no. Okay, another question I would like to ask you to ask yourself. Are you just interested in being a Beachbody coach, or are you committed to being a Beachbody coach? Are you interested in being a Beachbody coach, or are you committed to being a Beachbody coach? So there is a difference between being interested in it and committed to it. And a lot of times, you know, I talk to my husband a lot, and I'm like, you know, I don't know if I'm a good leader. Like, I don't know, maybe people aren't understanding it, or maybe they do, and they just need to be more motivated, or you know, whatever. And I was reading this personal, not you guys, but just like, you know, I mean, I have hundreds of you guys, and we're split into different teams. So a lot of leaders have their own team calls. But, you know, I think to myself also often that question, and I was reading in a book today, and they were saying like, there is a difference being interested and being committed. So what would it take for you to be committed? And it always comes back to those vital behaviors: working out, being proof in the product, invite, and invite, and be present in the challenge groups, okay? I will post in the challenge groups all day long, and nobody will say anything. John will come in there with his ride to work motivation that he was talking about the other day, and all of a sudden you see his challenger pop up that we hadn't seen in a few days, because she saw John. Therefore, she jumped in. Now, you don't have to be in my challenge groups. Dedra has her own challenge groups that she does. She themes them the Zodiac Challenge. Jamie has her Back to Basics. I think that's what it's called, Back to Basics challenge. Feel free to run your own challenge. that will help you spread your wings. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. So the next thing is all right, as a new coach, you need to set your intentions for the day. New coach or old coach. If you are pretty much not a diamond on this phone call right now, you are still in phase 1 of your business. So you need to set your intentions for your day. If you get on the computer and it takes you 20 minutes to go through the team page, then it takes you 20 minutes to go through the challenge group, and then you got 20 minutes trying to figure out where a file I talked about the day before might be, you are going to lose your mind and you are going to quit. Because you are going to be so sensory overloaded, you are not going to know what to do. Okay? Now, the Facebook coaching page is a library of wealth. Put everything on there. I show up in the challenge group because Lord knows, you know, those people have not been present lately. Okay? So, you got to show up. And Candace, you are not, hey Candace, good to see you on here, honey. You are not in our challenge groups, but you can message Dedra later or myself if you would like to be in our workout groups. We can add you to those, so it'll make you feel a little bit more comfortable with what's going on our team. But what I'm saying is going in my coach page and going in the challenge groups is not going to make you any money, right? It's not going to help you find challengers. So set your intentions. Before you go to bed tonight, what do you need to accomplish tomorrow in your Beachbody business? Or for your own journey. Number 1 would be, I would say, work out and drink your Shakeology. You know, for me, that's my biggest struggle. He's even drinking my Shakeology. Like sometimes I've been drinking that funk for years. Sometimes I don't even want to drink it because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, guess I'll have my Shakeology because I'll feel better. But sometimes I just like don't want to do it. You know, like I'd rather have a, you know, bacon egg wrap or like a spaghetti lunch or a pizza dinner or something, you know, but I know that I owe it to myself and I'm not going to find nutrients anywhere else. So I do that first, and then I'm going to invite, and we're going to talk about that. I have a great little thing I'm going to show you in a second. So invite, follow, invite, drink your Shakeology. Even if you don't have time to check in with the team pages, those are your intentions for the day. Set your intentions. If you get online and you are jumping around everywhere, you are going to be so stressed out. An hour is going to go by and you've done nothing. Michelle Katz and I are the worst. Like in the morning, she'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. What are you doing? She's like, I just had coffee. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to Starbucks and get coffee. And then she'll be like, oh my God, let me tell you about what my son did today. And I was like, oh my God, my son did that too. And then I'll try to invite for 20 more minutes and then I'll be on my bike. And I'm like, hello, scatterbrain, because I didn't have a list. You have to have a list of what you are going to do. My list is already planned out for tomorrow. And then these are the people I'm going to invite when we get off the phone call. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that in a second. But you have to have your intention set for the day. Also, new coaches, you're considered a new coach, I would say, pretty much if you're not a diamond yet. Is Hitting Success Club helping between 3 and 5 people in your first few months of being a coach a month? Because, you know, you cannot build a house before the foundation is there. So everybody wants to have this huge team and everybody wants to, you know, be on these trips and everybody wants to do all this stuff, but you got to lay the foundation first. And getting out of your comfort zone and you know, doing those things is what is going to help you build that foundation, getting some challengers under your belt, and then going forward. The next thing, and then we're going to go into the meat of the challenge, but this is just a little list I made for you. Plan out your call to actions on your post. For example, I bet you 99% of you have people telling you that they'll get back to you when they're ready, or they'll let you know, okay? So when I post about a challenge on my wall, and if you haven't done that yet, you're working out, that's cool, okay? But maybe craft a challenge group post and put it on your wall this week. You always have to have a call to action, meaning, you know, November 16th or October 16th, my sister just messaged me, are you watching the Rangers game? No. Sorry, ADHD moment. She's in New York City with her boyfriend right now. I took him to the Rangers game. Anyway, okay. So you need to plan out your post. So for example, if I say that I'm starting a Halloween monster challenge. Because if I just say my next wellness challenge, like that sounds so dumb. Like who wants to join that? So shake your melon or shake your pumpkins. Well, that sounds really dirty, but like the pumpkin challenge starts October 16th. Sorry to everyone's daughters that are listening. And it starts, the last day to sign up would be October 10th. You have to tell people the date when it starts and the last date to join. That is a call to action. Message me below, fill out the application below, or PM me. Okay? Now, you can make an application on Wufoo. It is very easy to do. I didn't know how to do any of this, guys. Like, I had 100 Facebook friends when I started. I know nothing about social media, and I played around with that Wufoo until I got it done. Then, I got that done. I didn't know how to make our team training website. It took me weeks to figure it out, but, I got it done. So the next thing is make sure that you have it planned out. So for November, or what does your marketing plan even look like for this month? What are you doing? Do you know?
No.
Yeah. Ask yourself that question. Do you know what you're doing this month? Do you know what you're doing tomorrow? Or are you so overwhelmed by even starting you don't even know where to start? So I challenge you tonight to look at that calendar that takes me like 2 hours every month that I make and I put in the coach group. And guess what? We're having Tuesday, guys. We're having a coach sneak peek on Tuesday, where if you have anybody that's interested in coaching, Michelle Katz is going to make that. Group. And a couple of us coaches are going to go. I didn't tell you yet, Dedra, but I'm going to have you go live in there to talk about your coaching experience. Hello, write that down. Myself and anybody else that would like to, and Heather Swindell. I know you would love to do that. Talk about what coaching has done for you. And we're just going to share our stories in there. If you would like to do that, that starts on Tuesday. Also, we have a clean week that's coming up that is really cool. You definitely want to check that out. So come up with, like, what is your marketing plan? I'm doing a Halloween challenge on the 16th. I'm planning people to do a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving because everyone's going to feel, super bloated. So it's going to be the PIO after the pie. PIO free 30-day trial. They can do PIO because it's free, then they can buy a 3-day refresh. You know what I'm saying? After, that's kind of my plan. So plan it out on a calendar. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing. And then you have that fear of, what if nobody joins? Guys, I was making posts 2 years ago, like how I was like 2 years ago, and I was like, wow, I'm on this like amazing trip, and I'm super excited about quitting my teaching job, and I've met all these awesome people. I was making like $12. Okay, I'm not saying that you're lying, but you got to get like people pumped about it. Like, I've got this awesome challenge group, and I'm so super pumped about it. Like, we're gonna eat, Halloween candy, but we're also gonna be working out. Have it sound fun. We just did that pumpkin booty squat challenge. If I said join my squat challenge, people would probably be like, oh God, another squat challenge. But we were squatting with pumpkins. Dedra was like breaking it down in the woods. Like, it was crazy. Or on a hill. I don't know where you were, but it was awesome. That workout killed me that day. So try to add some spice to it. If you're nervous about that, team up with somebody. All right, so, okay, reasons. Okay, so also if you are reading personal development, as I am reading personal development, if you are reading personal development, raise your hand. Honestly. Start writing that stuff down. Quotes. Okay, I sat here and wrote down so many quotes before our team call today that I'm going to be using them for post. If your reason is not big enough, then your excuses will be. Okay, that is going to be one of my posts where I'm like doing like a push-up, and then I'm going to write it like, if your reasons, your excuses aren't big enough, then your excuses will be. Trade your expectations for appreciation. Oh yeah, trade your expectations for appreciation for what you have, and that is how you will be free. That is a quote I wrote down. Change your thoughts and change the world, like little stuff like that. I write down all of that stuff, and that's where I get my motivation. I also am doing a coffee talk tomorrow that I was reading the 5-second rule, and I wrote down a whole bunch of stuff from all the chapters, and that is going to be my coffee talk for tomorrow that I'm going to do, and that's where I get all my stuff is from personal development. So definitely check that out. in the book, The 5-Second Rule, guys, it was saying that 85% of people wait until the right time to make a decision. And waiting to make a decision or waiting till the right time is pretty much you telling me that it's never going to happen. So that's what I'm getting the objections from my customers, right? Those are the things that we're hearing. Well, let me wait till it's the right time, or I'll let you know, or things like that. And it's crazy because 85% of people are waiting until the right time to make a decision. So in my coffee talk, some of the key points that I'm going to be talking about this book I'm reading and how it's opening my eyes is all of these key points that I wrote down. Really, I'm helping people and talking to them, but I'm also speaking to the people that are following me, that are filling me with those objections on a daily basis. Okay? So just something to think about. And Dedra, if you're not following her, you need to, because she's really good at that. Okay. The next thing is make sure you're reading that personal development. If you don't have any ideas for a book, I would suggest The 5-Second Rule. I am pretty into that. I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, like if I'm angry, because I'm like I just want to like quit, because I'm like, what? And then he's like, it's a numbers game. Like, I asked 100 people and like one person said yes. Shut up and go get your dreams. I'm like, okay, let's go 100 more. And then there's the days where I'm like, miracle morning, and I'm like watching the sunset, and I'm like, I love my life and gratitude. I go through tons of phases. I don't read the same book and listen to the same stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my mind jumps around a lot. Sometimes I'm reading 5 books at the same time. It just kind of depends how your mood is flowing, okay? So you definitely want to do that. Okay, enough of that. Let's move into the meat of it. The next thing that I want you guys to do, yeah, Gary Vee is the best. Those are some key points. So just a quick summary of what you would take away from that would be definitely make sure that you are reading your personal development. You have your morning post. You have a sense of where you're going and what you're doing every day. I do not like to write my posts out in the morning. I write them before I go to bed. I've told you guys that before. And I don't go to bed once I'm like tired. I go to bed when I'm done. And have my like sense of what I'm doing. I'm looking at my name right now because I Facebook myself, which sounds super crazy. I know it does. But that's where I put my notes. Like if I'm on Facebook, I'm like, do this, then do that. Okay. So this little smidget right here is a little motivational video. Maybe. Hold on a second. Yeah. And I know you're probably like, oh my God, it's 9 minutes. Like this is the great time to unload the dishwasher. But if you can really pay attention to it, it has some great points that I really enjoyed coming up here. And I know somebody's messaging in the thing, but I don't want to screw up my computer, so I'll look at it. And take some notes on here. You might be able to use this for some posts moving forward. Can you guys see this? Just somebody unmute yourself because I can't see you. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm seeing it, but it seems to be very slow motion and I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if that's...
Yeah. My service.
Me either.
Was everybody else hearing it?
I wasn't hearing it.
No.
Oh,
No.
No.
I was hearing it. Weird. Okay. Let me try again. Could you guys hear it now?
Still no sound.
Yes?
Still the same.
No.
It's the same. It's kind of like when internet was first invented and it takes like 20 minutes for it to load.
Well, that's not good. Sorry, just be patient. You guys can't hear that.
No.
No.
Okay. Hold on one second. One day you guys will have your team and then you'll have these technical difficulties and you'll be like, okay. Okay. Let me exit out of some stuff. We are still okay. Okay. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Could you hear that?
No.
Doesn't make
Nope.
any sense. Okay. Let me try a different share window really quick. How about now?
No.
Nope.
Not on the screen anymore.
Okay. Hold on one second. Just be patient, my dears.
So if you're going to decide what you want, go for what you
Is that better?
want, not what you think is possible. Most people hone down their dream because they can't see how they can do it. And I'm saying to you, dream as big as you want. In fact, big dreams are exciting. Big dreams attract big people.
I had a teacher named Jim Rohn. He was a personal development speaker. And I remember I was really frustrated and I'd been working my guts out 12, 14-hour days. Nothing was working. And I was pissed off and I was frustrated. And he said, Tony, he said, you're so focused on expecting things to happen so fast. And he said, you know, if you really focus instead on building your skills, your gifts will make room for you. Today, people have no patience. We all want it right now. And people don't only not commit to mastery.
Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I heard someone, I can't see you guys when I'm playing it, so that's why I was just making sure. I heard someone snapping.
They think they have all the answers, they try a few things, and it doesn't work, and they run to something else. If you want a great jump in the quality of your life, an extraordinary jump in the quality of your life, you got to set yourself up to win. You got to set yourself up with a process that allows you to consistently grow, consistently enjoy your life, and consistently produce the results that you're really after.
Success is very simple. If you have a clear goal, make a plan to achieve it, and then do something, at least one thing each day. It moves you one step closer to your most important goal.
Progress equals happiness. If you're growing in anything, financially, spiritually, emotionally, in your relationship, your body, you're going to feel better in your life. That's what we're made for. And I think we're meant to grow so we have something to give. You know, you can't give something you really don't have.
Form good habits and make them your masters.
Most people are interested, they're not committed. And the difference is when you're interested, you do what's convenient and what's easy. When you're committed, you do whatever it takes. When you're interested, you do what's easy and what's convenient.
Make sure you guys mute yourself.
But when you're committed, I'm going to get that result. You put everything into it until you get the result.
You got to get going. You got to take action. The disciplines is the miracle process. And here's how to get the miracle of your future going as far as disciplines are concerned. Number one, do what you can. Learning is the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of life change. Don't be lazy in learning. Don't be lazy in picking up the ideas. Don't be lazy in learning from your own experiences.
How many times have you had a great idea, didn't do anything about it, and then a year later someone did something about it, made a lot of money, got the promotion, etc.? So when you have the idea, the inspiration to act, it's time. Act. You don't have to know it perfectly.
I am strength, I am wise, and I am passion!
If you decide you're going to do something, do it. You know, they've done dozens and dozens of studies over the years. They find that there's one major difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people launch. They start. They get on with it. They just do it. Unsuccessful people get the same ideas and the same information, but they've always got an excuse for not starting.
If you have a big enough reason why you want to achieve something, you'll do whatever it takes. But if your reason isn't big enough, your excuses will be.
And one of the things that we kind of believe and hang on to and live with is this whole idea that all of the things that happened to me in my past are what are keeping me from doing what I'd like to do today. So we hang on to these things and we fill ourselves with blame.
Because life is not so simple and black and white. My mother beat the shit out of me. She loved me. She was freaked out I was going to leave. I was a source of everything. I blame her for all the beauty of my life. I blame her that I have the woman I have in my life because I cherish my wife because I know what the opposite is. I blame her for the capacity to feel and care. I blame her for my insatiable hunger to end suffering for any human I can. Because I suffered a ton. Get emotionally fit by learning to trade what upsets you, which is your expectations that aren't being met. Trade your expectations for appreciation for what you do have. Your whole life changes in a moment. Because our expectations make us pissed off or frustrated or worried or sad, and we all have them, and I have them too. But when they come up, I just remind myself, look, this is just my mind. I'm more than this mind. I got a heart and soul. What can I appreciate? How can I use this challenge to go to a deeper level? And that's the only way we get free. The only way to have a great life is decide I'm going to find beauty in anything that happens in my life. I'm sure if you look back on your life, most of us have had experiences where something horrible happens, something you never want to go through again in your lifetime. But at the same time, you know that 5-10 years later, you look back and go, I would never want to go through it. I would never want anybody I care about to go through that. But I'm glad I did because it made me so strong to deal with that.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
What makes us suffer is our thoughts. Right? We're the only creatures on earth that can have thoughts and then make ourselves feel like shit, or have thoughts and make ourselves feel good. And most people don't master their minds. And so their minds go crazy, and we believe our thoughts. We believe that if this doesn't happen, our lives are going to be so stressed or over. And most of it is just bullshit. The mind is looking for what's wrong. Your heart can change all that. If you decide today, and if this is all I got across in this piece, and I actually reached you, is for you to decide that I'm 100% responsible for the experience of my life, and that anything can happen. I am bigger than the moment. I am more than anything can happen to me, and I can find a way to find something beautiful, something helpful, something, enjoyable.
Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Change your expectations, and you change around what you begin to manifest and see showing up in your life.
I'm not asking you to stop blaming. I'm saying blame elegantly, blame intelligently, blame effectively. Blame at the level of your soul, not the level of your head.
No more blame. I'm just not going to assign responsibility to other people for where I am, because now I have an opportunity to get rid of it. If I think someone else caused it, then I've got to wait for somebody else to change in order for me to get rid of it, and you might wait forever for that. But if I take responsibility for it, I can do something.
All right, so you might be asking yourself, where'd you guys go? There you are. You might be asking yourself right now, like, why did I even share that with you? And sorry, I get like emotional when I watch stuff like that. But if you think that this business is about selling challenge packs or selling Shakeology, then you're missing it, okay? You are missing what this is about. This is about turning your mess into your message. And for me, like, I wasn't gonna cry in this, like crying's not on the list. But like, I carry around a lot of pain, guys, a lot of pain. And I think that when they said, and that's what I do, like, I try to turn my mess into my message about, like, I do have a lot of blame on people, but when you blame on the level of the soul and not blame with your head and turn that into your message to help other people, then your business is going to grow. Making that shift and that mindset shift to being on a superficial level to something different. Like when I made that post about being on the mountain, I think it was like Tuesday or something, but Friday, I don't remember what it was. It was something about letting go or whatever. Like I actually like sold a challenge pack to Elaine, and I didn't put it because I wanted to sell a challenge pack. I put it because I was letting go about a lot of stuff because it connected with somebody else, you know? And then they wanted to be a part of what we were doing. Then you're completely missing it. If you're putting yourself out there, and these things take time. Like you don't have to put your whole mess out there. Like, oh my God, like don't do that. But you know, that is what's going to engage your viewers. So I want you to ask yourself today, what is your goal for yourself? Not your business. Like, what is your goal for yourself? Well, maybe it is with this business, but like my goal for myself is that I want to, I know there's people out there that feel like I used to before I became a Beachbody coach, and I still kind of feel like shit, but I'd rather feel like shit and be able to afford my choices than like feel like shit and be like broke as shit. It kind of makes it a little easier, you know? And to be able to grow and be able to work out and actually do the workouts now, it makes it a lot different, you know? Instead of like starting out and just like wanting to quit and not having any value in yourself. And I know there's people out there that feel like that. And I never want them to feel like that. Like Heather Swindell is like my soul sister, you know? Like we pretty much saved each other's lives, and we met on Instagram, like super weird. Write down your goal for your business. So yourself, a goal for your business, and a goal for a loved one. Definitely like write down those goals and then think about it and manifest it, and then you've got to go. And I know I have an abstract, like weird mind, like I have a dance degree and I'm really artistic, so if you completely have no idea what I'm talking about, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, when you're putting your post out there, think about how it can add value to somebody's life. Turn your message into your message, inspiration to act. You don't need to know everything perfectly. I love that part. What I'm doing now did not get me to be a 3-star diamond coach. I go between 3 and like 5, but stable 3-star diamond coach. Who cares? Nobody even knows what that means besides people in the Beachbody world. And some of you guys still have no clue. You've been following me around forever. You just know that's cool. You know, but like, it's okay. But like, you know, inspiration, I didn't do like what I know now, like before, like I just went for it and invited people. And then I like the other part is trade your expectations. I think that was the best one for your appreciations. and then the blame part. So I really want you guys to like have that mindset shift about, you know, when you're putting yourself out there as a coach. Now, there is one more quick thing that I wanted to show you. Sorry, my phone's blowing up. Everyone's like, I'm so sorry. Can I get out? Okay. My phone's always dead just from like little messages. The next thing that I wanted to show you really quick is that we got our head right, we got our mind right, we've got our plan, we have our call to action, we are ready to forge ahead. Now, how do we do it? Now, this is going to take 8 more minutes. It's 8 minutes. And I want you to watch what this guy does, how he invites. Okay? It is 8 minutes, but I really want you to watch it. So just please stick with me. And I fixed the audio, so don't worry. This is important. I like, seriously guys, and like my grandmother with a VCR, she's like, I don't know how to use the VCR, honey. And I'm like, I have this new computer. I'm like, wow, technology is amazing. I like literally had the same like old computer from, when did we get that old laptop, Tim? Get back in the kitchen. I'm just kidding. He's like cleaning everything. Before Isabella was born, yeah, I was like super old. I'm just teasing him. He's like cleaning and doing all this stuff right now. You missed a spot. Okay. All right.
Better not miss a spot later.
Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully not, or hopefully yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I live with a weirdo. Go put the kids. Do my laundry. I'm trying to look up the thing. All right, guys. This will really help you. So I want to show you. I don't know what it is, Tim, but anytime I'm on like Zoom's going and then I try to like switch between things, it goes really slow. Sorry, guys. It's right here. Can somebody like message me quick on Facebook so my name pops up? Oh my God. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. Sorry. Got it. Okay. We're gonna watch this right here, and then I'm gonna give you the script in the coach group so that you can watch this. So I would write notes. It's not really 11 minutes. We're gonna cut it off after like 6 minutes.
What's up, everybody? It's Coach Caleb from EpicEveryRep.com, and I'm coming to you mostly for coaches today. I'm super excited about this lesson of inviting people. First of all, inviting people is by far the most important part of this business. If you are serious about starting challenge groups and getting people started and growing your income and most importantly helping people, you need to extend that invitation to people. Invite. It's the #1 vital behavior on the Beachbody's top 3 vital behaviors for Beachbody coaches. So do it. You absolutely have to jump in with both feet and invite like crazy. Okay, so another thing with inviting is don't apologize. You have to realize that you are not a nagging salesperson. When you invite someone, you are inviting them to change their life. So be encouraged. When you invite people, don't come to them with an apologetic or like a timid mindset, because be bold. You are offering them a solution to get themselves healthy, to completely change their financial future, to rock their world. So don't approach people and apologize for inviting them. This is one of the most exciting parts of our job, is getting out there and spreading the word about what we do and giving people solutions and helping them change their lives. So invite. Okay, with all that said, this is my exact process. First off, I have a list. This is my binder full of my invitation list, and you absolutely must work from a list. If you just kind of put blindfolds on and try and shoot skeet with your eyes covered, you're going to miss the skeet all the time. So you have to make an actual list, whether it's hard copy on paper, I'm a paper person, or on your computer, on a Word document, you must create a list and always be adding to it. Every single time you meet someone, every time someone connects with you on Facebook, every single time someone reaches out to you or you reach out to them in the supermarket.
So what I do is I go to my friends, and then in the search bar I put A, and then I write down everybody's name with the A that's not a Beachbody coach, and then I invite them. And eventually you're going to have people that you don't know on there, so it won't be awkward like, oh, Susie might judge me if I invite her. And if you're reading personal development, you'll get over that, and you'll just start, throwing those invites out.
Market, find a unique way to add them to your list of contacts and stay in touch with them and start building a relationship with them. Every single person on this list, believe it or not, I have well over 1,000 people on this list right now. I have some kind of connection with them. I have some kind of relationship with them. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Even if it's the smallest little thing that you can relate to their lives, it counts. Okay? So put them on your list. Get the list going. Commit to making that list. All right? I have my list. I sit down at the computer at my work spot, and I'm going to start inviting people. I invite about 10 people every single day. All right? I go to my list, and I see, oh, look at that. Jill Thomas, my mother, is next on the list. So this is what I do. I see Jill Thomas here. I go on Facebook. I go to Jill Thomas's Facebook page, and I look at her page. I see what she's been up to. I try to see recently what's been going on with her, get a little bit of part of her life, just a small slice, and I see, oh, she's got a blog going, so let's click on her blog, and hey, she actually blogged about my father's kindergarten report card, and it's a great blog. She highlights pictures, she shows pictures about, my dad's comments from his teachers when he was in kindergarten. It's a great blog. I loved reading it. Go check her out. It's at jillgoes.blogspot.com, I think. But anyway, I see that she has a blog going, and it's a great blog, and I want to tell her that. The first part of your invitation absolutely must add value to that person that you are inviting. If you come out and you cold clock them and you say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, you should join us, they're going to say like, whoa, what? Are you serious? You must add value to them. You have to give them something before you give them that invitation and offer something to them. You must, what's the word? You have to warm up to them. You have to give them something to grab onto before they start trusting you with anything. So add value to their life, okay? So I actually use an app, and I hope it doesn't stop recording when I get out of this app. I'm using my GoPro here. But, okay, we're still recording. So I actually go on Facebook on my phone, my iPhone, and I get into the messages, and I go to messages, and I type in Jill, because that's who I'm going to be inviting. And there's a little paperclip on the left side, and I click on that, and I'm a fan of making my invitations as personal as possible. Absolutely personal as possible. So I actually do my invitations via voice recording, and I do that for a couple of reasons. First off, they hear my voice. They know that I'm actually talking to them. They see that I'm not just copy pasting an invitation. Whatever works for you, but this is just how I do it, okay? And I get on here, I go to the voice recording part. See, there's actually a voice recording. I don't know if it's focused or not, but I have my background now. I look at, actually just got a message back from one of my previous invitations. Check that out. It works! Okay, so I have a compliment that I can give her. I want to tell her that I love her blog. It's awesome. Add value to her. I go in here, and I'm going to actually give you my invitation right now. Now, I keep it simple. I keep it as simple as possible, and I try and keep as consistent as possible. So what I did was I literally typed out a script that I try to follow every single time that I invite. So I cover all the details. I don't give them too much. I give them a little bit, and it's focused, and it's to the point, and it doesn't let me just like go crazy. Another thing that keeps it in line for me is the messaging, the voice recording, only allows me to do 60 seconds. So it's 60 seconds, invitation, done. I don't take up a lot of their time. I'm not super intrusive. I'm not intrusive at all. And it gets the word out, and I can move on to the next person and invite the next person. Okay? So I'm going to actually press the record button now and invite Jill Thomas. Here we go. Hey Jill, it's Caleb. I actually was just going on Facebook and I came across your blog. I just wanted to say your blog is one of the funnest blogs I've seen in a long time. I saw that picture of Dad's report card, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe that he got the ratings that he got, and the teacher said what he said anyway. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know your blog is great. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an awesome job. I love reading it. But anyways, I'm not sure if you've seen any of the Facebook posts that I've been putting on lately as a coach, but I'm actually starting another 90-day health and fitness support group here on Facebook, and I have just a couple more spots open. I wanted to extend the offer to give you one of those spots if you wanted the opportunity, and it's perfect for people that are interested in losing weight, toning up, getting healthy, eating cleaner, getting ready for the summer, all that good stuff. So let me know if this is something you'd be interested in, and I'd be happy to give you more details. So I hope to hear back from you soon, and I hope you're doing well. Love the blog, and have a great night. There it is. Just sent it. It was actually 59 seconds, so the timing was almost perfect. I gave her the information. I sent the invite out. She got the idea.
All right, so the thing about that is I do that all the time. Now they may not have a blog, so I'll say like, hey John, this is Marie. I'm just stopping by your Facebook page right now. I wanted to say, hey, I know this is, hey, looks like you guys had a great time in the mountains this weekend. I know this is super random, but I wanted to invite you to my next Halloween fitness challenge that's coming up on, member specific, October 16th. If you would like some more details, let me know and I'll shoot you over some information. Now, we've talked about this before. Then they say, hey, yeah, send me the details. How much is it? Well, it's $160. Don't say that because they're going to say no. Nobody wants to spend $160. You say, what are your goals? And it goes from there. So, voicemail on your phone, everybody knows where that is, right? Or no?
Yeah.
So you're here on the message, you hit the little plus sign, and then that voice recording comes up. Now, if you do this, and then you completely bum it, like you're recording yourself right now. So if I'm like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, what's next? I'm like, shoot. If you don't pick your finger up off it and drag it down, it gets rid of it. But if you don't like hold it and then drag it down, it'll get rid of it. If not, you just gotta send it. And you'll get good at them, because right before I go to bed, guys, it's gonna take me literally, like after I put the kids to bed in a second and read to them, and then they get up, and then we sing, and then I rock them, and then we brush their teeth. Then they're scared, and then we do that for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna do it to all these people that are on this list, because I wrote down my friends' A's, B's, and C's. And I'm going to say, hey, how are you? I hope you had a fabulous weekend. This is Marie. I don't know if you've seen it in my post. I know this is super random, but I'd love to invite you to my next Halloween fitness challenge. It's coming up on the 16th. If you'd like more details, let me know, and I'll shoot them over to you. Now, it's a numbers game, and what the guy said, and we're going to jump off here, but what the guy said is if people don't respond to you, it does not mean that you are a failure. Because I feel like I'm a failure. I'm like, God, I invited 100 people and nobody responded. You know, maybe I did 40. He says 10, but 10 will take you. You could do 10 while you're like waiting in line to cash out your groceries. You know, but if you sit down and do, you know, a good number of them, I do about 30 to 40 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I follow up and actually talk to the people. Now, if you don't know how much stuff costs, and you don't know what the All Access Challenge Pack comes with, and you don't know if they're like, well, what does it come with and what is it? You need to post in the coach group, because we have it all written up and we can post it in the comments so you know what does it come with, how much does it cost, and you know, things like that if you don't have those scripts already. Okay, so, all right. Well, that call was about 97 topics. So what questions do you guys have for me before, the last thing, the retreat. We are doing a retreat, which is super exciting. All the top coaches do a retreat for their downline. And we are, I'm to the point now where I can do a trick for you guys. And we are going to be having a trip, and it's going to be, I know you're like, wow, you live there, but it's going to be in Greenville, South Carolina, which is one of the top places, like literally to go, like top 10 places to go, like in the USA, which is totally crazy. We have an amazing downtown. We are going to have trainings, photos, outings, you know, all sorts of stuff. And starting this month, you would need to get at least one challenge pack. So there's 10 months until the trip, if you want to write this down. There's 10 months, no, there's 11 months until the trip. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. There's 11 months until the trip. 9 or 10 of those 11 months, you would need to sell at least one challenge pack. Now look, if you get close, like I'm not gonna be like, sorry, like read the FAQ, you know. Like if you're working and you get close, like, you know, seriously, you can still come. And then it was 5 months out of the 10, you would need to get at least 6 Success Club points, but I reduced it to 3. So 3 of the 10 months, you need to help at least 3 people in that month. So like if you, and you know what I'm saying, like Success Club 6 would be selling 3 challenge packs in 1 month. You need to do that 3 times out of the 10 months. Okay? And then you need to at least every month sell at least 1 challenge pack. Now, if you are spending 30 minutes a day inviting, you are doing T25 because it's the shortest workout, and you are drinking your Shakeology, you should be able to sell at least 1 challenge pack. And if you're getting tons of objections, be ready for them. Time, money, don't have enough time every single time. Tried it before, done Beachbody before. Well, you didn't do it with me. I would love to help you. Why don't we start with Clean Week? It's $29.99. They do Clean Week. That's a bridge to a regular challenge pack. Clean Week is 7 different workouts, 7 days of Shakeology. They don't know you, trust them, get in the door, then they go from there. Also, if we want to add some more fire in our challenge groups, go live in the challenge groups. Remember, it's not just my challenge group. Go live in there, post your Shakeology, post your workouts, get out of your comfort zone, and let's really make those exciting, whatever you want to do. Suzanne and Dundra are the queen of live workouts. They posted awesome in our free challenge. So whatever you guys want to do, even if it's a recipe, feel free to do that. Okay, in the retreat, like I said, will be absolutely amazing, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it coming in on Thursday. It's going to be in August. I don't know the exact date. We'll have to vote. It's going to be, you come in Friday, then you come in Thursday, and it will be Friday and Saturday. We'll do team photos, we'll do workouts, elite trainers, and I'm trying to get Megan Davies for Clean Week to come since I'm friends with her to maybe like work out with us or something before she gets too amazing. Whatever. Okay, so questions, comments, concerns. Oh, I see someone typing in the bottom. Oh my God, there's all this stuff. Okay. That's okay, Tim. Oh yeah. I know, I'm like, you missed a spot. I have to go, thanks. Yeah, Jamie, so easy, yeah. All right, guys. All right, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. My husband's giving me the stink eyes. They couldn't help me. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'm gonna post the script to what that guy said in the coach group. This recording, the script to what the guy said for inviting under it. Okay? Love you guys. Let's put up some hearts. I'm gonna take a picture of everybody really quick. If you guys don't mind, like a little heart. And welcome to our new members. Love you guys. Hello. Yay. All right. And Christine is new. And then we also have Candace is new on here. Oh, she just moved spots. Candace is new on here. So welcome, guys. And we'll see everyone later. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.